I'm excited to get started today. Pastor Bob's Coffee Break. Right ahead. Love this muck. I have OCD, obsessive coffee disorder. There's our metal dude with our obsessive coffee disorder mug. This is a great one, folks. And you can get this and, our coffee, of course. Our coffee of the season is I Love You Very Much. Berries, blueberries, and cinnamon. Really good stuff. I love you very much. And you can get that and all of our swag right here. We are metal, we are family.com. Dear Pastor Bob, your ministry is very important to me. It's been a huge blessing to watch and listen to Sanctuary, and I would love to do something to help your ministry. But the question is what? I am what society would label a loser. I have no job, no vehicle, no money, and I'm a mother and sister away from being homeless. I really want to do something for your ministry, though. Is there anything I can do to help you, either other than buying merchandise? Well, thank you, and I appreciate the heart that this was written with. That's awesome. Well, first of all, I want to talk about ministry because this isn't my ministry. Folks, ministry belongs to all of us. I don't have a corner on it. I'm not the only one doing it. Ministry is when you take what God has done in your life and you present it to another person or a group of people, whatever it might be, but that's ministry, and that's something that all of us do. Now, I am really blessed when people help with the ministry, with the homeless or whatever Sanctuary is doing internationally, and that blesses me, and I'm so thankful for it. But folks, it isn't my ministry. It isn't your ministry, it's his ministry. And we also don't have a corner on ministry. I would love for you to help financially, but you know what I'd love even more? Is if you were okay. I would love to see you being maybe a little bit more responsible if you can be. I don't know what your situation is. You may not be able to work, and if you are, I would love to see you begin the process of getting back out there. That'd be awesome. Now, what you do with your finances is between you and God. But you know what I think is even more important than your finances? You. Your involvement personally. We can feed people here, and we do every day to feed the homeless. But food isn't really what they need. I mean, not really. They may be hungry, but spiritual hunger is much deeper. And I realize that this ministry isn't about food. It's about relationships. It's about presenting Jesus Christ to people who are in trouble. Now, do we have a corner on that? Absolutely not. In every city in the world, there are people who need to hear. Not all of them are on the streets. Some of them are on the wealthiest streets that we have and still really searching. It isn't about food. It isn't about how much money you have. It's about the position and the condition, of your heart. And that's important. And that's why all of us really need to be involved. And that's why it isn't important that you send me money. If God lays that on your heart, I'm blessed that you do. But that's not the important thing. The important thing is that you put your money where God tells you to put it, but even more than that you are involved personally. Many years ago, I had someone that offered me a lot of money for the ministry. And I knew that he was trying to throw money at things instead of being involved personally. And I turned him down. I said, I don't think this is what God's asking you to do. I think he's asking you to get involved. And so I can't take your money until your involvement is part of that. I think he's calling you. And he walked away and never got involved. I think people try to throw money at things when that isn't the most important thing. You know, there's a scripture here I love, Matthew chapter 5 and verse 16. And he says, let your light so shine before men that they may see your moral excellence, your praiseworthy, noble, and good deeds, and recognize and honor and praise and glorify your Father who is in heaven. You see, let your light shine. It doesn't say let your finances shine. And of course, that can be part of it, but let your personal light shine. Let the light that God has given you shine. So important. I want to read this from the Message commentary, and I want to go back and start with verse 14. And he says, here's another way to put it. You're here to be a light, bringing out the God colors of the world. God is not a secret to be kept. We're going public with this, as public as a city on a hill. If I make you light bearers, you don't think I'm going to hide you under a bucket, do you? If I'm putting you on a light stand, now that I put you there on a hilltop, on a light stand, shine. Keep open house. Be generous with all of your lives. By opening up to others, you'll prompt people to open up with God, this generous Father in heaven. I want to read that last part again. By opening up to others, you'll prompt people to open up with God. You see, he says, be a light, be a testimony. You be involved personally. So to this wonderful person that wrote this to me, thank you for your heart. But you know, I don't want your money. I want you to be involved. Whatever you can do, anything that's local. You might find a soup kitchen that needs your help. Or you might just find somebody sitting in the corner of a room that's lonely and needs somebody to talk to. Whatever it might be. This isn't my ministry. It isn't your ministry. It's his. It's presenting his light to a dying world. Folks, don't forget, you are blessed. So go and be a blessing.